What is up, guys? We are here with Miguel Cruz, who has won first place at the Pro Play Tour Connecticut event with the Blue Man himself, Soul Striker.
The best blue
We got that nice metal leader right over there, custom made. I'll probably drop a link off. I know the guy that makes those. I should get like
spiral graphics.
So this is really cool. So we got like a Soul Striker Boujack-ish thing that you played at this Connecticut event. Tell me a little bit about the event.
The event was great. I mean, it was smaller than expected, but you know, it is what it is.
It happens. You know,
I did what I had to do.
Some of these events get thrown up last minute.
I was there, so I had to do what I had to do.
Yeah, I mean, not taking away anything from a victory. You know, you still had to pilot a deck over 4 rounds of Swiss and 2 rounds in a top cut. So that's 6 rounds of, you know, beating people. Well, you took one loss.
Only one loss.
One loss, round 1 against a blue baby. That deck is hard enough as it is.
Probably gonna be the best deck next format, but we'll see.
Yeah, so this is all pre-ban list, of course. Let's go into some of the combos and things that we got going on here. I like to do this in sort of curve order. So we got our 1-drop Beto. He's there for double strike pressure. You got your Zeno super combos and the 1 Vegeta for the extra draw. Zeno, of course, being very useful to fix energy, especially when you're playing the vanilla package for the 10-drop Gohan, which we'll get into later. So we got 4 Super Saiyan Son Gohans and 2 copies of Vegeta. I guess that's just because you had them foil, because these can literally be any 2-drop 20 clay blue vanillas.
Yeah, I like the old school version better. I hope they do a full art. Trunks is good. It's just a Saiyan, it's a vanilla, so it just fits very well.
Pot agreed that this literally needs no explanation.
Yeah.
When you have something where you can't do anything a turn, might as well draw 2 cards, right?
Draw 2.
Heroic Prospect, only 2 because
really only for
needed against the Dark Broly matchup.
Dark Broly, maybe Sin Shenron.
Everything else, it's just it's a 15k body negate.
It's a 1 cost negate.
Good.
Yep. Pretty standard.
Did you side like extra copies or?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get into the side deck anyway, but. For our unisons, we went with 3 Super Warrior Evolutions, 2 Baby Unisons, and 1 Majin Buu.
Best unison right now.
This guy's just super strong.
I know people are running 4 ofs and 1 baby.
I mean,
the 2 babies actually the most relevant in the game.
Yeah, there's a couple of decks that I've seen that they just don't run baby anyway. I'm a little iffy on that myself. You know,
I know that 2 draw is just. It's too good.
The mentality behind it is that because he's 15k, most people will just swing it and then it'll die anyway.
That's in this deck. I want you to swing into it. Swing into it.
Yeah, because
you know that's 5 swings.
The longer your leader is alive, the longer the game goes, the better it is for you.
Exactly.
Of course, God-Sealing Trunks.
The best counterplay we know.
Why only 3, Miguel? This is
well, I feel like in a lot of decks they run 4 offs and it's really unnecessary. You know, God Sealing, I'm really only resolving him 1 time most of the time out of the game just to stop them.
It usually just stops like a key play and then swings the game in your favor.
It was rare. I never felt like I needed 1 more God Sealing. I never sided on the extra 1. So this is a great number for it. And yeah, I don't regret it at all.
Okay. At all. You're infamous for 1-ofs. You have this little Rebirth of Justice package.
Yep.
What's also interesting is, with the exception of the Frieza and the Android 21, like baby's like the one that you can just like kind of hard cast for 5 blue.
Yep.
How often did this come up over the course of the tournament?
It actually didn't come up at all. Any game I didn't need Rebirth. You know, Frieza's there. He's my extra board clearer. People don't really expect it. I mean, they should by now. This is not a combo that's new. The Android 21, I don't think people expect. This is for decks that kill themselves. They go to 1 life, 2 life. They see, you know, they feel safe because I don't have any double strikers. They think they have the defense, and you know.
And then you just rebirth her.
Yeah, rebirth. They don't answer it, and there goes your life.
All right. So we got some removal here. We have Secret Identity Mass Saiyan, and
Yep.
no real need to really go over this card. He's pretty much been a staple since he came out.
Pretty standard.
We got the new Gohan from
Amazing.
set
My
13.
Favorite card, favorite artwork right now. Amazing effects. Like, you cannot go wrong with this card. If you're playing blue, you're playing skillless, you're not playing this, I don't even need to say it.
You're bad.
You know
That's
it.
what it is.
You know it.
No, seriously, this is like one of the best boss monsters in the game right now.
Like, he's literally, I had one game, guy Meki Cabra me, the Dark Broly actually Meki Cabra me, and he didn't know what to call the first game, so he called my 1-drop. So I was like, sure. The next game he realized, okay, I'm gonna call the 10-drop. I didn't even have it set up, so it was fine that turn. Like, it's just, he's too good, man. You don't have to restand him to KO the board, which is very, very relevant in this deck, because we already know Soul Striker's weakness is removal. So I added so much removal, like, I felt safe the whole game.
Yeah, you even got a little tech copy of Son Gohan and Piccolo thrown in there for good measure.
Right. The Bardock matchup, red Bardock matchup, he's amazing. Bottom decker, you know, combine it with identity, you can clear 4 of them and just reset everything. Like, that's really how I went to the top. I was resetting people's boards and just getting to my kill turn and just finishing it off.
And then your SCR was Supreme Kai at time.
A lot of people was not expecting this. Everyone sees blue, they automatically say hatch.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, why not Baby Hatch?
Well, I optimized this deck to get to turn 3 no matter what deck I played against. So she just adds that extra board clear, get rid of those problematic unisons that I don't want to see. And it wasn't a bad choice at all. You know that I know against Jordan, somebody played a Meki Cabra, they called Baby Hatch, and it was just like, sure.
Alright, so we have here the Galactic Busted package.
This is definitely busted. The MVP of any blue deck right here. If you're playing blue, you should try to fit this in as best as you can. You will not regret it at all.
Yeah, so
Turn 1 charge, Galactic Buster on their leader swing, draw 2, protect yourself. They just passing.
And then you got this guy that just more removal that gets rid of anything that doesn't have barrier, but
it's just
this combo is just too crazy.
The dual attack was very, very relevant in my deck. I have multiple dual attackers. It just put so much pressure.
Did you consider playing the 8-drop Bojack at all, or
I have one on my side. Every game that I played, I never felt like he was relevant. You know, this is the finisher that I want to go with every game. Triple strike, basically a dual attacker, clears the board. Like, if you do all that in one turn when you resolve him, and then you have your unison, like, they have to answer him or the unison. It's too much. It's too much defense.
Yeah.
I know people are gonna talk about the blue-yellow package. There's a bunch of reasons why I didn't run it. I didn't have access to all the cards, and I didn't want to run something I didn't really test. So I went with what I was good with, what I've been working on, and this is it.
So over in the extra cards, 2-dimension magic, max power Kamehameha. So you got negates. You got a negate that doubles as a form of removal. Of course, Senzu Bean, it's blue deck. If you can squeeze in Senzu, you might as well play it, right?
It shouldn't even be a question. That should be, when you're building blue, you should already have 10 spots just for staples.
Right.
It's not a question.
So this was a best of 3 event. I know you said your side deck wasn't like the best, but let's take a look at like what the side deck was.
Well, you know, I'm notorious for my one-offs, so I try to think of situations and, you know,
Alright, so we got the double strike Kai.
I have a better idea of what I want to do with the side deck in the future, though.
The extra baby.
The extra baby, it does become relevant with the unison. It became relevant in the semis. I had a unison with 5 markers. He didn't attack it, didn't answer it, left it there. So next turn, -5, double strike. And he's like, sure, played another one. And he's just like, oh man, draw another card and just reestablish it all over again. So it was great. You know, the one Bojack, just in case I felt like maybe, you know,
this card is too good.
It's a really good card. It's not that it's a bad card. It's just what I'm trying to do. I don't really feel like I need it. The extra chunks, you know, just in case. 1 Burgos, because blue hate. Why not?
I think it was kind of
a mirror, case I felt like I needed a double striker. I mean, a lot of these cards didn't really become relevant. In case I saw Invoker or Mecha for the slug.
Right.
Extra heroic, just extra.
The good art one. I like this art.
I mean, I like the winter art better, but everybody's different.
Go with the guy.
I mean, some of these things are just pretty standard. I'm just
other
running one
Virgos.
of. Like, yeah. I would side him in a lot because he was just. People wouldn't answer him. You get that draw, that untap, double strike blocker. Like they swing with a battle card, bounce a battle. It's too good.
I'm sure there's a way to like where you could probably main this, maybe cut like one of the Zangias, and then I don't know.
I wouldn't want to do it. Listen, I want this card in my energy every turn. I want this card in my energy. Like that draw comes in clutch. It came in clutch so much. In the semis, I did it offensively. Like I sacrificed. I turned my turn 4. I gave up my energy because I already had my Gohan established. Galactic Buster offensively, draw combos and guy, draw another one, and just keep going. Like it's not bad. Trust me.
So you got third D magic.
Extra D magic just in case. Just in case.
Second max power.
Yep. Pretty standard. You know. And then
last bit.
that was. I had this in the main, but during testing, I felt like it was too situational. So I just removed it. You know, I was running 55. This is 54 because I took that out.
So side deck was a bunch of one-ofs. No Miguel Cruz deck is complete without some type of one-ofs.
I mean, you know, at the real event, it definitely won't be like this. I can tell you right now, the cards that were sided in the most was, yeah, and the extra baby. You know,
so those were the ones that went in like
those. Yeah, in this event, those were the double strike. You know, those were the ones that were really relevant. I mean, for the format now, we'll see how it changes in
For sure.
14. But for now, if you really want to build a good side deck for this, I would put 3-man Saiyan for sure. It depends how much blue hate you want to run. I would put two half powers is good. And then, you know, it all depends on what you're worried about, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I know what decks I'm worried about, what I fear when I play, so I build around that. But other than that, this deck, it's consistent, you know.
I mean, it's Soul Striker. Like, the deck kind of plays itself in a way. You just have to, like, orchestrate it in a way that it works out for you.
It really does.
But you got 5th in Swiss, 1 out overall.
Yeah.
So congrats on the win. We'll be seeing you at the Pro Play Tour Invitational. You got your bye, so I know you're excited.
2-round bye.
Two
So
round bye.
anybody that want to dispute it, like, it is what it is.
Congratulations. New York City, Bronx got one. And this is Soul Striker Boujack-ish, as I like to call it. We'll catch you on the next video.